Welcome to Exam Assure. Today we will be discussing about the notification released by the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, for the post of scientist engineer in the field of architecture. So we'll discuss about the exam, its eligibility criteria, the pattern, the marking scheme, have an overview of the syllabus, and also discuss about the qualifying criteria for the selection as mentioned in their notification and the important dates. So the exam will be conducted for the post of scientist engineer in the Department of Architecture. There are two posts for the same. As far as the eligibility criteria is concerned, the candidate should not be above the age of 28 years on the last date of submission of the form, that is 24th May 2023. As far as the educational qualification is concerned, one must have a bachelor's degree in architecture with a minimum aggregate of 65% or above, or a CGPA of 6.84 on 10, and a registration done with the Council of Architecture. Also, students who have currently appeared for their 5th year or are just done with their 5th year are also eligible to apply, provided that they submit their final degree by 31st August 2023. As far as the exam pattern is concerned, it will be conducted in two phases. One is the written exam, and the other one is the interview. So for the written exam, it can be divided into two parts. So it will basically be only one paper, but the paper will conduct two parts, that is part A and part B. Part A constitutes of questions related to the particular discipline, that is architecture, and part B will consist of questions related to aptitude. As far as the marking scheme goes, the questions will be of objective types with the OMR method. Now, as far as part A is concerned, which will consist of questions related to the field of architecture, there will be 80 questions for 80 marks. So that is 1 mark for each question. So if you give a correct answer, you get 1 mark, whereas there will be negative 1/3 marking for every wrong answer. And for part B, that is the aptitude part, it will consist of 15 questions for total of 20 marks, and there will be no negative marking for part B. So this will be in one paper itself, and the total time will be 2 hours, that is 120 minutes, and the total marks of the exam or the written test will be 100 marks. Now, as far as the syllabus is concerned, for part A, which will be related to architecture, so 75% of the questions will be based on the core specialization or core architecture subjects, and 25% questions will be covered through allied areas related to architecture. As far as part B is concerned, that is aptitude, there will be questions on numerical reasoning, logical reasoning, diagrammatic reasoning, abstract reasoning, and deductive reasoning. As far as the qualifying criteria for selection after the interview is concerned, the weightage in the panel generation will be given for 50% weightage to part A and part B each for the written test, and 50% to the interview test marks. So if you see this year, actually the pattern has changed. Whereas the last exam that was held in 2019, there the selection criteria was only on the basis of the marks scored by the candidate in the interview. However, this time the selection criteria will depend upon the marks obtained by the candidate in the written test as well as the interview. So the last date for submission of the online application is 24th of May 2023. For those of who you might have some queries or any doubts related to this exam, may please fill out the form uh, put in the description below. We will soon be conducting a master class on how to prepare for the upcoming ISRO exam, which will be conducted by a specialist in the same field. Thank you.